Interpret the rest of the meeting if possible. What's the conflict? What would you do about it, and why? I say the conflict is that the audience is not understanding my partner. They are asking me to resolve it by just going ahead and interpreting the rest of the meeting. So definitely the Code of Ethics give us some guidance that say anytime there's a problem with the message not being readily understood, we need to make adjustments so that we can satisfy our consumers. And then also we have to respect our colleagues. If I were just to take over and do as they're asking, that wouldn't be showing a lot of respect to my partner. So what would I do about it? I would first say that the deaf people just really want the information. That's the perspective from them. The partner may just not be familiar with the topic or what's being discussed at that point, but it doesn't mean that she's incompetent. She probably took the job based on the knowledge of what was going to happen, and then something else unexpected has come up. I would say the agency probably would like to not have to replace someone and send someone else, but definitely me as the interpreter, I just want to be able to complete the meeting and get through it. It's probably not possible to get someone here right away. So I would say some possible solutions are I could go ahead and interpret the rest of the meeting. It's a break. It means we're probably halfway through. I could discuss with the partner the possibility of me maybe doing a little more with some more observing and some better feeding so that she would be able to pick up and try to do a better job, then everyone could understand the information. Or I could call the agency and ask for a replacement. Honestly, I think the best answer to that is to try to work with the partner and see what the problem is. I would make the suggestion that maybe I should go a little bit longer, maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and then when we switch, I would leave her up there for a shorter period of time depending on the product, with a lot more support and better feeding, and maybe just a little bit of coaching, you know, during break time on what the topics are, what's going to be discussed, if I could do that. Some reasons why I would pick that as my solution is I would have to say I want to develop a good partnership. I don't want someone to leave the job feeling like they were belittled or not able to provide the services that they accepted the job for. I would also want the agency to feel like they could, you know, trust me to provide support to my team members. And also I'd like to show, you know, the deaf audience that there's a good resolution where we can agree to work out a better system so that everyone is satisfied and no one feels like they've been harmed in the process. I think the long-term effects of that decision are that I end up with a good, you know, mentee possibly, or I can, you know, be considered, you know, out in my community as a good team player who is willing to give good support. The short-term effects are that, you know, the clients get the information right now. They're able to understand it. I do more of the interpreting, but I don't really have to hurt myself. And then if this problem ever comes up again with another interpreter in the future, maybe the suggestion when someone has a problem is they'll go directly to the interpreter who they're struggling with and see what can be worked out instead of trying to tell someone else about the problem. So that deaf people could see that there's an easy resolution when you can't understand. You will offer some support or suggestions as to better interpret the information or to see if more support is needed and possibly could be replaced with someone else. So I feel like, you know, in total, that's what I would do. I say the dilemma is that my partner's not being understood by the audience. The code of ethics that apply to that are interpreter respect and deaf respect. What I would do about it is I would choose to discuss with the partner all of the possibilities for us to make it a better product. And the reasons why are, as I have stated, it is the least harmful decision, and it also promotes some good teamwork. And I could see that there would possibly be, you know, a great future in me mentoring someone of that nature. Okay.